She's not going to look at her phone. Look. Wait,
I can't hold on.
Does he look good?
don't get in front. You've got it.
There's this one, and you can make maybe on the left, and then the scary one in the middle, and maybe the other one.
You'll be on camera. It's on.
Let me get scissors.
There you go. Good job. You can hang right on the light.
Jimmy, can you get scary one? I can do that on the screen. Are you on?
Yeah.
That's the only one that's going to be seen.
And then I'll do the other light. There you go. So it looks like it's scary.
Oh, I love his mouth.
Yeah. There you go. Now that looks good. And then we'll just put these back. Yeah. 'Cause I didn't know if you wanted to hang it. Perfect. It looks good, doesn't it?
She did a really good job. Thank you. Do you need the gate open? Okay.
Hello. I am Chubby Juice.
You gotta turn that down.
Chubby Juice is here to take care of your hosting duties today on Cocktail Hour with Rick. Cocktail Hour with Rick. Cocktail Hour with Rick.
Turn that thing down. Okay.
Cocktail Hour with Rick. Hello, everyone. It is the time for a Halloween celebration on the Rick Serra channel. Hello, Steve Seaboat. I see you're here too. Yes. I love you all. I wish you could come here. I'd love to treat you. I mean, eat you. I mean, treat you like your food. That's it. And I've been working and planning this all for so long. And I've been hoping that you would be able to come and join us. So, the first thing I thought I would do was make you laugh. Laughter is so good.
Can I yell at everybody first?
You can yell some names if you wish. These are the names of people that are watching right now. It's 44 people
Jerry,
here.
Berry Girls, Dallas, Aflad, Justine, Sarah,
What
Maria
is
G. I can't believe Mom's on here.
the most
Dallas,
popular
Joey,
dating
Alt,
app
Aflad, Joanne
for
Whitless,
skeletons
Olga,
in 2022?
Carson Thorpe, Miss Fix-It,
The Bone Zone.
Mitch,
Ba-da! Yeah.
Ty, Roy Quitter,
Why don't witches have
Carolyn,
babies?
Show Sideshow,
Their husbands have crystal
Sarah
balls.
Steve Sebo, Sue.
Is that funny? I don't know if that is.
So glad to see you.
What has
Anita.
69 teeth and holds back a monster? My zipper!
You.
Oh my God!
JT.
Why don't you
Charlie
ever
Brown.
have an unexpected pregnancy when you're dating a vampire? Because they can't come in without asking permission!
Stone Creek.
Oh
One.
my God, that's
Jimmy
terrible. Yes, they have to ask permission to come in. Oh, that's so funny. Who thought of that? Oh, you living people are crazy. All right, let's see.
Having coffee.
How do two skeletons have
Will
sex?
92-647.
By boning all night long.
Yes, he did, Steve.
All night long. Oh, yeah. All night long. Oh, yeah. That's what skeletons say. What did
Stone
the
Creek.
vampires say to the teacher?
I don't know. What did the vampire say to the teacher?
Better next period. Ah! That's a little crude. Why can't a ghost have children?
Keep up the good work, Jimmy Rick. At his work, there's 11 people stuck on an elevator. He's had to call the fire department to get them out. And they're afraid they're going to run out of oxygen. It's not
Oh
a tight seal. Hey, DJ Infinity.
no! I may have some extra guests soon. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I couldn't resist. Why can't ghosts have any children? He has a Halloweenie. Why do the witches hate hanging out with the headless horseman? He's always talking about getting head. Oh, one track mind. I need some head. He's probably talking about his real head like mine. Don't I look good? I tried to look best for the show. I hope you approve, and we're laying out things differently. So I'm not in the sun. Ow!
The sun never bottled.
Damn!
BeetleJuice.
So what do you do to let me out for a party? You say 3 times, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice. Thank you, Jimmy Rick.
Hey, Blue Whale.
And thank you, Blue Whale.
Hey, Mister.
Chilled
Loretta.
blood
Marcelo.
really makes me smile. Why was the ghost dad wearing a dress on Halloween? You know, whenever you float your boat, I don't care, but what was the problem? He was transparent. Oh, well, you know, that's stretching a little bit, this newest pronouns.
I'm trying to find a little bit of shade. Ain't
What's
working.
unique about sex with vampires?
Hey, Wonder Was.
They only come at night. And how do you call a Halloween themed fleshlight? A jack-off lantern.
I'm glad you're laughing.
Oh my God, are these killing you? How do skeletons have sex with dainty women? They like to bon appetit. Why won't monsters eat ghosts? Because they taste like sheep. What do vampires use to make tea? Tampons.
Somebody already had
Oh!
that there. Somebody had that joke on there.
Oh my God. What is a vampire's favorite part of sex?
I don't know. What is the vampire's favorite part of sex?
Draculating.
Oh, God.
Why are male ghosts attracted to female ghosts? Because of their boobies.
You're sick.
What do you call a ghost's breasts? Paranormal entities. We got a few more.
Oh, hurry up.
I'm so happy to be out of hell, let me tell you. I'm going to raise some heaven. What do Dracula's girlfriend and a professional boxer have in common? They both go down for the count.
God.
Girlfriend, get it? She goes down on the count. Oh my God. Why do Halloween ghosts moan, tremble, and shiver?
Hey, Shaylee, thank you.
Because of what's happening under that sheet.
The Rick Dangerfield Show.
The Rick Dangerfield Show. Okay.
Hey, Chad Dobbins.
Some relaxing music from under the earth. Did you hear about the guy who dressed up as drugs on Halloween? He was hoping someone would let him in the bathroom. Oh, well, that was kind of lame. How do skeletons make babies? We already said this. They bone. And what is Dracula's porn star name? Vlad the Impaler, of course. How did the women learn her boyfriend was a vampire? He only came at night and would insist on giving oral the same time every month. Oh.
Hey, Chad.
That
hope you
was a
watch.
dirty boy. A dirty boy. Oh my God. Come back and watch on the rerun, Chad. Chad the Vlad Impaler wannabe. Yes. Why do witches make the best wives? They promise a great sex life. What does the devil have between his legs? He's got great balls of fire. And sadly, Jerry Lee Lewis just passed away. I saw him as I was coming to your party.
I wonder why I say you look like Phil Spector in court.
Phil's coming.
No pies today, so. Hey, Mitch.
What if Dracula was furry? His name would be Nosferatu.
What?
If he was furry. Nosferatu is another game for Vlad the Impaler. Oh, come on.
Okay, never mind.
All right, then. If you'd like a little cleaner joke, I got a couple. What's a vampire's worst fear? Tooth decay.
Not a bad idea, JT.
What did JT say?
I need to throw some fireballs at you.
What should you give a pumpkin who can't quit smoking, like Dan Bell?
Hey,
A
Scott.
pumpkin patch.
Hey, Scott Bagley.
What happened to the man who got behind on payments to his exorcist? He got repossessed.
Oh, God. I got to get a hat.
What was the name of the Democratic skeleton from Brooklyn, New York, who's running for president? I think they got the wrong town. Boney Sanders. Ah, cold blood. All right, well, maybe I'll set this aside, and if you need some more cheering up, we'll go there. So what do I have on my control system here? How about this? It's a little bit lovely. I love it. I wish this damn sun wasn't all over me. My God, it's hot as hell here. I just got out of there.
Maybe you should move over here.
No, I need to show these stupid signs
Well,
over
you can
here.
move back when the sun goes down.
Nah, I don't care what the...
Then suffer.
I like to suffer.
Not that
How many
know
of you
how
are
pretty-
suffering so far? We've only been here for just a few microseconds. And there's a thank you very much for a tip from Nancy Santa Maria Latica, who says, Happy Halloween, you guys. Love you, Rick and Darlene.
And Mom and Bo.
And Mom and Bo. Thank you very much. Hello, Sol Cicita. And I see Stone Creek, Carson, Maria, Marcelo. What do we have? 58 of you already. Oh, Scott, Bagley, Spin Dallas, Wonder Was. We have all
sorry
kinds of
about
different
that,
people.
Sarah.
And sorry to Cherry Berry Girl. And God rest her soul, your lovely, loving mother. I hope she is at rest, and I hope that you all are comforted at this time.
What do vampires and lawyers have in common?
What?
They suck the life out of you.
Yes, they do. Money, life. Another tip, you have to let me catch up on these things. My view screen is a little slower. And here is another tip from Suffer But Looking Great.
Yeah,
Suffer Rick. Meltdown. Because I'm wearing this costume.
That's why I wasn't wearing long sleeves or anything.
My Halloween is getting stuck in my ghost underwear. How do you like my hair and my makeup? Thank you to our great friend G for all the hair and makeup today.
Hey, Bobby-O. You know, what are you doing? They can't see your butt.
I know. I was swaying my little bottom for you all.
You might want to turn that off.
It's all right, just in the background. Why do you have to always be so averse anything beside speech?
It's 84 degrees right now.
All right.
No wonder it's hot. Say, Lisa, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice.
Ah, thank you. I get another day. Yeah. Now, the real character, Michael Keaton, the original movie, I think he did a lot of that. he did a lot of coughing up and spitting and
Not
stuff.
today. We will put a costume
And
on
he
Bo
talked
on Monday.
in a gravelly manner. Hey, and don't forget, there's a second part to our Halloween festivities. on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we repeat what we did before, reverse
No,
trick or treats.
has a dinosaur skeleton costume.
We go with candy and a couple of pieces of fruit for the no candy people,
Hey, Zoe.
and insulin, and we go through the park and we offer our treats and our medication. Just kidding about the insulin. But where we are, it fits. So here we are trying to warm you up. Warm you up, get you ready for Halloween. Do you have plans? Do you know what you're going to do with yourselves tonight? Do we know what we're going to do?
Us, no.
No? We don't even know what we're going to do. Ah, that is the story of the day.
That's not, we can offer marijuana gummies.
Oh, marijuana gummies, yeah. So I was talking about my own series of scary videos under the playlist of Another Odd Place. So this series, which started in 2001, is a little over a year old, and a total of 13 episodes have been completed. More to come. I thought I would look back at the series from the beginning, and I invite you to share any comments you like about any of the individual episodes, as I do. How's that? Is that okay? All right. Good. So, first was called A Bando in Baltimore. That was a abandoned dwelling, but what made it interesting was Dan Bell got a tip from the police that someone had died of a drug overdose in a certain building. He told me, and we discussed going back to that place one night, and that is where that episode came from. Went into there, drove through the rough part of town to get there. We parked in front, walked around the back, and we found that most of the buildings, the open in the back. The doors were open, or the back of the houses even collapsed. On the ground was nothing but a bunch of debris, including old needles. So when I went in and set up equipment to be serious about trying to do paranormal investigation,
Hey, Bill Strikes Back.
my cohorts at that evening, Dan and Dylan, they were too busy goofing around and having fun. So I had to cut portions of that with them goofing around and laughing shrilly, especially Dylan. But to my surprise,
Pencils, pens.
to my surprise, upon the review of all of the accumulated video and using of a ghost box, we seem to communicate with the departed. We're not sure if it was the same exact person, but it was certainly a person who told us that they did die by drugs. Very interesting. Not something you would expect. Thought it would just be a fun night to go out and get some fresh air, but instead get what could become, and it did indeed, an episode for a new series. Anybody saw that episode? Did you like that?
Hey, Boston wins.
Am I hearing any comments? No. Boston Wins has been busy the last 2 months, but now that they lost and weren't in the playoffs or the World Series, the Boston people had time to come back to the show. Is that what you heard? No? Okay. The next thing we did was, not too long after, the same 2 other compadres, Dylan, Dan, and I go to the Northeast Garden Inn, or the Garden Inn as I named it, in Laurel, Maryland. And sure enough, a place that was known to have people that use IV drugs go there, we captured what may be actual visual video evidence of ghosts trying to manifest and materialize. If you haven't seen the episode and you didn't know that, you need to go back, because that is something that is rare in general, and especially rare for the Rickster. I don't know why, but all of a sudden Darlene here decided to start shooting me with these Nerf darts.
I'm getting bored.
She's just bored, so she's just going to shoot me from basically 18 inches away, and she thinks that that really shows skill. 18 inches.
Did I get your ninny?
Maybe. Oh yeah, that time you did. Yeah, you're really getting me now. Ow! That stung more. Is everybody happy you got to see her shoot me a few times? Now,
Hey, 78.
I then went to Fells Point and went on an actual walking tour of Fells Point with Dan Bell, and we took some equipment, including a ghost box and video camera and a couple of ghost toys, an iPod and some other thing, REM pod, I'm sorry.
What's a REM
REM pod.
pod?
It's a device that reacts to either electrical charge or electromagnetic energy changes.
I was told to get closer.
That's bull crap, man. When I find out who that is, who's telling you to do that?
I'm not.
I can look back.
You don't know how to look back.
Marcelo loves it. That's what it is. He always loves
it was
it.
not him.
Yeah, JT, it was a rim pod, a rim job. Now,
Bull crap.
I'll tell you, I'm being interrupted talking about my series of episodes.
I think. Oh, thank you, Spindalis.
So
Right.
I'll just turn off. Somebody made a tip.
Yes.
Thank you, Spintellis. What are
Why
are female phantasms, nether regions, a good way to communicate with the deceased? Because It's a ghost box.
That was good. Thank
Right.
you, Carson Thorpe.
I'm looking in the box. I'm looking in the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Carson Thorpe, love you guys. I'll be in Kansas next week. You're going to be in Kansas? Yeah. My makeup's coming off on my glasses.
It's coming off on everything because you're sweating, baby.
Oh.
Point the fan at you a little more. I've seen something this week that I normally don't see. Where'd it go? Oh, it went away. Never mind.
You see something good or bad?
Well, it was holding comments for review.
Oh, I know. It does that. I
But-
try not to ever hold back anybody's comments.
No, well, it came back, but it's just like I started to say.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't.
It is hot here. It's 84 degrees.
So it is
The sun
warm.
bright.
It's unlike...
And Rick made me walk like 2 miles today.
She handed out flyers for Monday and for another activity in our senior mobile park here. Yes. So thank you for those previous tips.
You want me to get you an umbrella you can hold up?
Be kind of silly.
But would it help?
I don't know. Would it be a pain to hold? I'm going to smoke out some demons. Ah,
Drink some water, too. Let me see what I can do.
we knew it was going to be a hot deal today. Yes. Thank you. Enjoy peace. BeetleJuice! BeetleJuice, BeetleJuice.
It's an umbrella, though. Oh! Yeah, that'd be okay.
Well, it
I had to put a hat on. to keep the sun
it
out.
does help me feel a little bit better. And I can be seen probably as well,
Yep.
more clearly. I can see clearly now, the sun is gone.
Hey,
All of my dark
Taylor Roche,
fears
hello there.
are filling me. I am a ghoul and I like to have fun. I'm going to take a run. Run. Evermore me. So, of course, BeetleJuice doesn't make any sense. So, why start now? So what's happening?
We're doing fine. Mom got in last night.
Hello, Pam of New York. Hello to you.
Yeah, we picked Mom up at the airport last night, so she's over on a friend's porch having a cocktail.
And I look much better, thank you, soul. Yeah, the black backdrop
Yeah, that's
is
pretty good, Shaylee.
it's an umbrella. I'm sitting under my umbrella. Wanna join and share my umbrella with me? Remember that song that was redone a few years ago?
Share my umbrella with me?
As I share my umbrella.
Never heard it.
What do you think?
Good night,
Horny
Stone
fella.
Thanks for joining us.
You're going out. Got to go, Stone. Go with peace. And thank you for coming.
Oh, Joey, it's his birthday.
Oh, in 1965. Well, Joey Alt gets a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Joey Alt. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Boo.
Hey, Michaela.
Happy birthday on your Halloween weekend.
Yeah,
Wow, what a fun time.
Somebody asked how your nether regions were doing. You had tell them.
I have sweet balls of fire.
You had the stent removed, and now there's no pain.
Oh, it wasn't in my balls, though.
I said your nether regions. It doesn't
Okay.
mean your butt. It means anything down in that area.
During the procedure, they put a urinary stent. It's
With
like
a
a
string.
hollow tube to keep open your connection between your kidney and your bladder. That's called a ureter. If it collapses, you're in bad shape. So they put that in until you have your swelling go down about a week or so after the procedure. Because what they have to do is put a thing from the inside of your penis all the way up into your kidney. That's what they do. And then they put a stent up there and leave it in there.
And he wasn't supposed to get it out till Monday. That was his first appointment.
Tuesday.
It was Halloween
Oh.
Day.
Next Monday coming up. I was going to have to wait a whole other week. I called the office and said, please, this hellish thing, get it out of me. I'm ready to pull the string myself. They add a piece of surgical thread. They tie it to the end of the stent and leave it trailing out the end of your pee-peer.
Yeah.
It hangs out about a foot or so. I went to dry by mistake and forgot the thread and jerked on it. Jerked on the inside of my junk with the plumbing being pulled. Oh!
That's good.
I did that a couple of times. Just imagine, man. Ow! Yeah. That was tough. It was a rough and tough deal. And I'm glad I survived it, even though they only lasted momentarily. It was really a lot to have that pull on you on the inside.
Yeah, and he was going to have me do it. Yeah, there's a lot of Blue Jays around here, Spindalis.
Yeah, the stent is like
Like starting a lawnmower.
like from here to here. It's like 30 feet. No, it's 7 inches. If you say that, I wouldn't ever say
Hey, Mark
anything to
Townsend.
question the authority who said it was 7 inches. I actually never bothered to pull out a measuring tape to find out how long the thing was. In fact, I've only gotten it one time, and I asked the doctor as a joke if I could have the old stent, and he said, okay. So he had it put in a baggie for me. Wasn't he nice? It was kind of a disgusting request, wasn't it?
Steve Sebo. Beetle Poppins.
Beetle Poppins? Oh no.
But that helped, didn't it?
It's amazing. If somebody had just thought to hang a tarp from over there on the wall or the top of the edge of this roof, I could have been in shade from the beginning of the show, but no. I will remember. I will remember, because we'll do this again, possibly, and I don't want any more sun fun. unless I'm at the beach. Oh, wouldn't it be great if I went to the beach now and walked around and got some video of me just walking around, and I'll just interact with people, and I'll carry this umbrella. Beetle Poppins is at the beach. Oh my God, that would be funny.
Look how close he got to you. I
Yes.
don't know what.
I got my little boy here. Are you okay?
You want to come up?
You just want to be close. All right, so I was interrupted, and I'll continue my review. So we went to the Fells Point area on foot in one of my Another Odd Place episodes, and we actually had a crazy thing happen. A bird, which was later identified as probable night heron. Still don't know. Those things, it was such a crazy and angry sounding bird. And there were so many of them. I just still can't believe it was a night heron, which I've seen, and they barely make any noise at all. Barely make any noise at all.
He might be, Shaylee.
But then we also were using the ghost box, and we seemed to
Black
get
crown.
responses.
Night heron.
A black crown night heron. That's a big difference with the black crown. It makes them sound like animals from hell.
Apparently.
Really? Okay. Thank you, Spin Dallas. Well, we had that. We got responses to our questions. It almost seemed to be a person responding about them having fallen into the Fells Point in the Inner Harbor and died. We never really got any clear answer on that. It was very intriguing at the time. Next one,
Hey guys, don't
Did
forget
a-
to hit that like button.
I did a group of videos I'd accumulated many years prior, around 2010, and recut it and called it Paranormal Origins. Rosewood Center is the location. Dan Bell and I were lucky to have that place to walk around in the buildings and
Romeo's lover.
hear the bumps in the night, hear the sound of metal heavy bed frames being dragged across the floor. Going up to where the sound originated, there's no furniture at all. Even the sound of a grab rail being snapped into position and an echo. There's no beds. Many strange sounds were found during recording. Screaming voices, laughing, sing-songy voices. Truly a strange place, and it held people, some who were probably just a pain in the ass to the parents, where the others might have had actual birth defects and were intellectually challenged or physically and educationally intellectually challenged. They were giant-sized
I like that
beds,
reference,
like
DJ.
for a baby, a cradle with a top that locked down, and these were for adults that were never very large. They never got very big. Hellish things like that. And then one time, you're really out of it, aren't you? You're gonna hit me in the side of the face with that thing while I'm talking?
No, I just need to see it on camera.
Oh. The cry of a baby was picked up in a recording. So that's a fun one if you want to go watch that. Upland Mansion.
Wait a minute, before you continue,
Yes.
I want to hit you in the face. No, I don't. I don't know if you all remember when I started first shooting darts at Rick.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Been a while since you did it. Yeah.
And Bo could not be around us when we shot the darts.
Now he's like
Now
laying
he's like
at her
sleeping on
feet.
the ground.
Down there at her feet. And she can shoot me point blank. Try to shoot yourself just in the leg real close. Now try closer next time. And when you feel the sting, you'll appreciate it. You were supposed
that
to
close
shoot.
enough?
No, go a little closer. Now try it.
Dud. Is that close enough?
I guess try it. Now, does that feel a little significant?
Baby.
I know, but
I said
I'm
baby,
serious.
not maybe. So you want me to stop shooting you?
There should be an established distance, and you are too close. You only came close to get out of the sun. Yeah, sure.
I did. You see,
All
I
right.
went and got this stupid
All
hat
right.
and put it on.
All right.
Thank
So
you, Carson Thorpe.
Uplands Mansion was the home of a wealthy debutante. Thank you very much, Carson. I appreciate it. And Dan and I went there many times. A couple of times we were joined by Colin Browen of the Paranormal Files. A good guy. We like to hang out. Sadly, it doesn't happen enough for my life. But that's another story. So that was the usual kind of thing. You try the ghost box. You seem you're getting some responses. EVPs. After reviewing, you find some stuff that you didn't hear at the time.
Well, glad to
That's
hear
basically
that, JK.
what was happening. The building was always interesting to go through. It was very creepy.
Comment, Rick and Darlene have helped us through some tough times. That's very nice, isn't it?
Yes, anybody who has enjoyed our show for these years, starting with the shutdown for the pandemic in 2020, in the winter of 2020, I'm glad we started, because the stories of how people have been helped through just by our simple show, apparently much more valuable than we thought. And every time we hear another example from someone else's mouth, it truly makes us humble and happy to have been able to be there for you. So, hugs and love as usual, all right? And we'll keep on doing them as long as we're able. The Gomper School in Baltimore, built around the same time as the Belvedere Hotel, another location we've been to. Both places have some kind of a deep haunting in different forms. They have evidence of just a residual type of energy, and then there's also examples of times where there was intelligence that was at play. In
Thanks, Mark.
some of the EVP recordings at the Gomper School, we hear things like screams, which just happened to happen, I guess, and we were lucky to catch it, but also comments made by sinister voices, at times saying things that were aggressive and threatening. Very, very strange to catch such recordings. This place was built as a school. It ended up as apartments. Opened in 1905 and finally it was shut down in the 80s. What a strange place. I've been there now 3 times and I could go back a 4th time and more, because every time you go, you catch the activity. So that's a go-to that has been one of my most common stops for ghost hunting. Mount Michio, a mountain with a forest on it that was probably substantially clear-cutted for the timber, and then after that it was also used in mining, trying to get iron ore. It was used as a covert military prison camp from before the time of World War II to before the time of the Korean War. It was just built on the side of the mountain where they could take advantage of the water flow coming down the mountain and create source for potable water and cleaning and even swimming or bathing. I went to that location and really got no kind of negative energy. Maybe another trip is necessary. But we caught evidence of something right in our midst at the top of the mountain, on a side facing a part of the mountain that had been clear cut. And you could hear its footsteps in the gravel as we're just getting settled and going around. That was, I think, in part 1. So another very interesting place. And at the same time, if you'll look it up, Mount Michio is a beautiful place with great resources to enjoy recreation.
I think I hear it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Put the umbrella down. Hey, Florida man!
Hey!
You all having some sort of a costume party or something?
No, that's how he dresses every day.
I'm BeetleJuice.
Anybody ever told you Halloween ain't till Monday?
It ain't.
No. I know I seen your Maryland tag earlier. You guys do things different up there. I'm from there myself.
Yes, Maryland, we do a lot of strange things, don't we?
Yeah, I'm from there. I moved down here when I was 3. That's why I got this, what you might call a neutral type accent now.
Yeah, you do. I can tell that.
Really, can't even tell. You can take the boy out of the crab, but you can't take the crab out of the boy. You know what I
So
mean?
you're a crab boy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like them steamed?
Just while I'm driving around. Oh, good heavens. The sheriff's office recommended.
What you got there? You got something
Yeah,
to drink?
I just came from the liquor store.
You drank that much already?
The sheriff's recommended that I don't drive a vehicle.
He just went to the liquor store on his riding mower and he picked himself up some booze. He already drank half of it.
Well, the sheriff's
Come on,
recommended
show the bottle.
They don't want me to
My
drive
people.
a motor vehicle for about 180 days or so. So I just take this.
This is just a lawnmower. You can ride
I
anywhere.
drive it to my friend's house, and if a police officer pulls up, I just pull into the nearest yard and start to mow it.
That's it. That's it.
And then
Nobody knows.
And if they come out, then I act like I got the wrong address and go on to the next yard. You know, it seems to work pretty well.
So, haven't I met you before? Florida man.
Now and again, I'm around here. Yeah.
You were looking for the water department back here one time.
Yeah, I had to fix up your hole down
Yeah,
here.
there was a hole down there at the road. Yeah.
A part-time nuisance
Oh my God!
alligator trapper, too,
Eh,
well.
crazy.
Yeah. I got my irons in a lot of things. You know, you got to make. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you very much for dropping by.
Y'all take care now.
And it's a very special day.
All right. Have a
Thank
good
you.
week.
Enjoy that booze.
I will.
He got a cup holder. Hello, happy birthday.
He looks good. Have a good show? It was still going. Oh. What do you think about that? What are you talking about? Carson Thorpe gave you a tip. Said, rock and roll, Florida man. Tell him I said.
Thank you, Carson. Yeah, rock and roll man. The man from Florida.
Rum.
And look at my hands.
From your face. You've been punching
My face is getting on my hands.
Where's your umbrella? You need it.
I don't need it that bad. Do I?
Yeah, it really helps. I mean, if you can handle the sun, that's fine.
Yeah. I'll hold it here. Whatever. Ah! I'll put it there.
Okay.
I'll try to put it there.
Hey, I think Mr.
Okay.
Pants is here.
All right. Oh, boy, we've been having a good time, and I hope that you guys agree. I'm going through, and I had planned segments for the show. Yeah, I mean, really. So, what else have I been to? This is almost over.
Thank you.
Calm down.
Thank you.
We went to the Blackwater Wildlife Refuge on the eastern shore of Maryland near the town of Easton. E-A-S-T-O-N. And there we have seen very strange lights in the sky,
Robert Ryan.
similar to UFO reports, or was it UAPs now? Plus, we were at a location that allegedly had a story of a woman, African-American woman, who was a slave and who was killed by her owner because she stole money that was Confederate Army money and hid it to try to hurt the Confederate Army in cutting down their ability to buy more weapons.
No, Andy. No.
So
no
she was a
erotica.
very brave person to do such a thing if the story as written
That's a damn
is
thing.
true. But I'll tell you this, I even found strange vocalizations when I listened to the audio.
That's right, Shaylee.
Some definite, distinct words. What the heck? I was looking for a UFO and I'm found by ghosts. And last but not least at all,
Well, wait a minute. I got something to say.
well, all right,
If you look
my last
into-
place.
If you look into your bathroom mirror and say BeetleJuice 3 times, cheap motel soap will magically appear on your sink.
Beetle Rick, Beetle Rick, Beetle Rick. And you might have a couple bars of Pavy soap sitting right there on your sink.
Yeah, but who do the balls belong to? Are they pig balls? Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain oysters, I would say pig.
That's what I'm. Oh yes. Thank you, JT.
Yeah, I thought it was pork, because you can eat everything from a pig. And if you can't figure out what to make it, then make it into scrapple.
No, Andy.
Rick's Erotica Live. Well, Andy McGinnis, thank you for crossing over from Dan Bell on Patreon. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Like anybody else here, if you're not a existing subscriber, which I don't know why you would be, please consider clicking that subscribe today. And if you click that, you should click the bell and the all, because I do 50% live and 50% in videos. You can check my stats if you don't believe it. So we'll be coming up on the end of my 3rd full year online. Yes. In February of 2023. That'll be the end of 3 full years. I started in 2021.
Right.
Hasn't it been different to have me on YouTube? Yes, I think for the better. I really do think for the better. I don't have the billion subscribers like some people might have, but I have the kind of fans that are,
Stephanie.
They stick with you. They're not flighty. They stay with you the whole way, and it also is where people know they can go when they need a friend, when they need somebody to just help soothe them by their presence.
He's not giving his
You know,
Rocky Mountain oysters
it's
away.
Rick Serra channel. If you didn't know that, you're new. That is part of the beauty of the Rick Serra channel. It really is. We try to do a lot of different things. We're no pigeonhole channel. We're multiply blessed, and we share what we can with you. No, I'm not talking about my body parts. I'm sorry, not. I need them until I die. After I die, you can try to come over and pick some before they burn my body. All right? Yep, you have to run over fast. I'll let you know the location somehow. Maybe I'll have some kind of a signal sent from the end of my beating heart. I got a Derek Hefner here. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for your generous tip. I appreciate it completely. What else we got here? All right. The last but not least, down in Port St. Lucie, Florida, I was contacted by a fan. I actually had her on the last live stream, and we outed her live. She sometimes is listed on here as DNA, but her name is Ardina, and her husband Wesley. And they knew of a folk tale in an area near to them, and it was about something called the Devil's Tree. Since the time it was published, I'm being told there was another place where the tree actually supposedly was. We weren't at the real tree. Well, I was at some place significant, that place if not, because why did I collect all of the evidence in the recordings, on the video? Substantial and many and clear EVPs.
Joanne
you don't
has
need
seen all your videos.
Thank you. Joanne, God bless you. Everybody should be like Joanne and have watched them all at least once. That would really be great if I had all 11,600 of you guys to watch all those videos.
Yeah, I know people who eat it
that
and
would
like
really
it. I wouldn't try
certainly
it.
be a help. That's all I can ask. But apparently the rule of thumb is...
I think so, Shaylee.
Rule of thumb, believe it or not, only 10% of your subscribers will ever watch your stuff. I know, I don't even want to believe it, but that's what I'm told is the rule of thumb. So that means Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. I guess I'm not going to be a famous asshole, see? But I'll still be here, sera.
Hey, do we have any more birthdays in the room?
Any birthdays? Anybody's birthday just had it? It's about to happen? Or it's today? Anybody? I don't see any in comments. If you are, you should post now. Had one in the ice box, whatever that was. A sperm sample.
No, oxtail, I think.
I had an oxtail in the ice box. Okay. Thank you. Why do you have dead animals in your freezer? A little
I
creepy.
actually got it at Walmart, but our friend G used hers. It was a Better White makeup.
Better, yes. And
But she got hers at Walmart. It was just in a different palette. It wasn't in a tube.
my hair is standing up so nicely. I look like John Anderson of Yes.
Robert Ryan's birthday was Tuesday.
Yeah, he's like 80 now.
Who's Robert Ryan?
No, John Anderson of Yes.
Oh.
Or he just turned 79 maybe. Yeah, but I love him.
Sing
Except
happy
with
birthday.
the hair. Whose birthday?
Robert Ryan.
Robert Ryan.
His birthday was Tuesday.
Your birthday was Tuesday, but today we are going to sing Robert Ryan his birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, quick landscaping.
Happy birthday, Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Robert Ryan.
Robert Ryan.
Mertz is Wednesday.
Mertz is Wednesday. Mertz, you never know. We're going to do it now because I don't want to miss you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. To you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mert and Robert.
That's not a bad idea. I'd have a hard time finding a dress, though, for him.
One day you should dress up as Marilyn Monroe and do happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Not bad. I'm getting a little low on my water here. My blood, I mean. With lemon. Water with lemon. We're
Here.
pushing the lemon.
Drink some of mine.
We're pushing the lemon. Try to keep out the stones for a couple of days. I mean, holy shit. Stones pass
How big was
on
that
their
one?
own. They were like 5s. That was back in February here in Florida. Then, the same year, which I don't usually have stones 2 times in a year, 2 9mm and 1 11.
In the Joy Piece.
See that? 5mm? That's as big as going to get through your little ureter tube. It's like your urethra after your bladder, and it connects up to your kidney. It's like your inside urethra, but they call it a ureter. Okay? You guys are medical people. You understand. So they say if you drink a lot of lemon in your water and you drink a lot of water overall, it helps to stop grow those damn stones. We call them stones. They're just crystals, really. They're not that giant. But one time I had so many of those crystals in me, when you add up all the sizes and put them together end to end, I had 4 inches of stones.
I think both out.
4 inches of stones. That is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. And they had to come in through the outside, into my back, then into the kidney. Yes, it's called PCNL. It's a procedure. It's becoming more and more common all the time. The urologist who attended to me here, they do PCNL in his practice. So the only good thing about it is now I have a urologist down here that has an open door to help me anytime we have a problem if I'm local. So, and the hospital we go to in Clearwater, it's called Morton Plant Hospital. It's been here for a long time. It's a good hospital. It is better than the ones back at home in Baltimore, let me tell you. I've had a lot of bad experiences, and so have my other family members. At a couple of the Baltimore area hospitals, so it's good to know that where we are now, we have some good hospital care.
Thank you, Carson.
Carson, somebody sent some hearts. Is that Carson? Yeah.
Am I still too close to you?
Oh, go ahead. Shoot.
No,
Uh-oh.
you're expecting it.
Low battery. Why is this? I'm going to need a new cord, hon.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know where it is right
I
now.
do.
Okay. So we're at 72 minutes. I'm having trouble with this cord. I'm going to be throwing it out.
You want to just plug this
Yeah.
in?
You plug in my cord. I'm around behind. Plug it in. I heard something. Good. Phew.
I was going to plug mine in.
Well, I'm just doing this. This is not yours, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God. I'm
Don't worry
unplugged it.
about it. Don't worry about it. As long as you're plugged in, I'm okay. Good night, Josh. Glad
All
you
right.
made it.
Finally saved it. Where are we in terms of time? 70 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so we still have about 20 minutes, and I have a couple goodies for you still. Are you all ready? Remember, click the like button if you haven't done so. Anybody that's new, we send free gifts to you for your first time viewing. You send an email to us with your name and your full mailing address, and we send you a gift. So take advantage of this exclusive offer. We hope that you will subscribe and click the bell. But in the meantime, send us your information. Don't forget, do it now if you wish. Operators are standing by.
Yeah.
Rick.adr@AOL.com. Rick, R-I-C-K, _ADR @AOL.com. Thank you. So I looked up a couple of, and this is still saying it's not charging. I don't know. I think it's charging, but then it says it's not charging. All right. These were all written by people who work in Reddit. Yes, they work on the web for Reddit, and they submitted a couple stories. They think these are scary. Thank you very much, Trainee Banter. Is that right?
Yes.
Tracy Banter. Thank you. I couldn't see the C. Tracy Banter. Okay. The ambulance company that I used to work for had a haunted ambulance. It was rig number 12. Lots of EMTs had stories about this unit, but I never put much stock into the paranormal stuff. That was until I had my own experience with Rig 12. My partner and I were working in a rural community at about 3 a.m. Pitch black, completely quiet, no calls. So we were taking advantage and taking a doze. I was in the driver's seat and she was in the passenger seat. I woke up to a muffled voice, but I thought my partner was talking. I told her I was trying to sleep and closed my eyes. I distinctly heard a male voice say, "Oh my God, am I dying?" Followed by a few seconds of heavy breathing. My partner and I sat up straight. We looked back into the patient compartment, and it sounded like that's where the voice had come from. Now things then went quiet for a couple of seconds. Then we heard the click of an oxygen bottle regulator and a hiss sound as if it was leaking air. I turned on the lights and we ran out of the rig. I thought a transient might have climbed in while we were sleeping. So we closed the rear doors. But no one was inside. I checked the oxygen bottle. Neither was open. We didn't sleep much after that. That's a pretty interesting experience, I would say.
Interesting, not scary.
Not too scary. Let's try another. A few years ago, I moved into a one-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia. It was my first time living on my own. The apartment block had been built in the 1930s. I had been there for a few months. When I came home from work and went into the bathroom, I saw something strange. A wooden board which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to the small attic. It laid fractured in two pieces on the ground. I examined the pieces. The board was an inch thick. It would have taken Bruce Lee to break it if he was alive. I thought the landlord had sent someone to work in the attic. I was frozen stiff with fear. Someone up there for sure, I thought. I emailed
Hey,
pictures
JetBlue.
to the landlord asking if anybody had been up there, with an undertone of annoyance since she hadn't warned me. He replied quickly, "Please call me as soon as you're able." I called, and the landlord told me that the last two tenants had the same thing happen to them. She promised to replace the board, and she did. A month later, I woke up about 4 a.m. My body was covered in goosebumps. It felt like someone was rubbing his or her hands on me. Everything was silent, but I heard a dragging sound coming from above my bed in the attic, as if someone was pulling a sack of potatoes. Well, that's pretty scary. I froze, convinced someone was up there. There's no way an animal could make that sound. After 5 minutes, I worked up the courage to turn on the light, and I armed myself with a cricket bat and walked to the bathroom. But what I saw, that the new board that was covering the hole was now broken in two. I felt sick. The dragging sound had stopped, but I heard someone else whispering. The sound was clear and coming from the attic. It sounded like children's voices, and I heard one sentence repeated over and over. "It's your turn. It's your turn." I switched on every light in the apartment to make things feel normal. It was 5 a.m. and still dark. I watched TV to try to unwind. Then a fuse blew. My pet, Budgie, Dexter, whom I kept in the kitchen, usually never made a sound at night. He was screaming. I grabbed my car keys, ran out, sat in the car, and waited there until the sun came up.
They left their pet.
When I saw people walking their dogs, it comforted me enough to go back in. The front door was open, but I figure I probably did not close it when I ran out. I went to check on Dexter, but he wasn't in his cage. Left the dog there? The woman left the dog. I felt sick again. All my windows were closed, so I looked everywhere inside. I walked to the bathroom. I heard splashing. Dexter was half drowned in the toilet. I took him out, washed him and dried him. I was so confused. At 8 a.m. I called the landlord and gave her a watered-down version of the night. "Oh, wow, you heard the whispering too?"
A budgie is a small parrot.
Small parrot.
From Australia. Thank you, Spin.
Thank you. I stayed in that apartment another 18 months. Sounds like Dan Bell. Because he's in the Belvedere and he wants to get out of that haunted piece of shit. I heard a whispering on a few occasions, and twice the board covering the hole in the ceiling moved. And although I live elsewhere now, the landlord recently called me. She said that her new tenants had begged to speak with her about the stuff that has been going on there. I said, "Forget it. It's their problem now." This last one is a little spooky.
Can I read it?
You really want to read it?
Well, then you can look at the comments. You can read it. Go ahead, baby.
admin character and all. You know, I'm going with it. Don't make me go to hell. One night when I was 10, I was woken up by my bedroom door opening, followed by someone sitting on my bed. I felt my leg was grazed and the bed sank under a person's weight. It's just Mom, I thought, and I opened my eyes. It was not my mom. I found an eyeless boy, had dark, empty sockets
They're like yours right now.
about the age as I, sitting on the foot of my bed. He extended his hand, and it was a little box was inside. I was startled, but I reached out. He pulled back. I reached out again and said, "Give it." I think I blinked, and when I reopened my eyes, he was gone. But I could still see the imprint where he had been on the bed. Fast forward 5 years, my girlfriend came over to do homework. He's 15, a preteen, or a teenager, 15. We came over to do our homework. After she finished, she took a nap while waiting for her parents. When they arrived, I tried waking her. She opened her eyes suddenly, looking up at a corner where the wall met the ceiling. She pointed there and went back to sleep. I shook her again. She came to full consciousness, and I explained what she had done. She looked haunted. Up on the wall, I saw a little boy with no eyes. He was there, in a Spider-Man costume, staring at me. I freaked out and told her my story. Fast forward another 5 years. Same girlfriend. And we had a 2-year-old. Got her knocked up. Yeah, I did. We were living in my parents' house.
Of course.
In my old room.
Of course.
Living in parents' house with a baby at 20. I'm really tearing the world up. My daughter started waking up the same time every night. And she talked. After a while, I noticed she had almost the same conversation every night. I playfully asked her whom she was talking to. She said, "It's a little boy. He's nice. He's looking for his mommy." My daughter's nightly conversations continued until we got our own place later that year.
Took them long enough.
That was scary, wasn't it? I think it was. Pretty much. I heard there's a skeleton I heard there is a skeleton in your closet. Oh, can't even read. No, the body hasn't decomposed yet. Why are pumpkins better than men? Every year you get a fresh crop to choose from.
Ew. I'm going to shoot you when I don't like you. How's that?
Why did the headless horseman start a business? To get ahead in life. Why did the team of witches lose the softball game? Their bats kept flying away. What's the safest way to pay for stuff when buying from creatures on the dark web? Cryptocurrency. What do you call 6 witches in a jacuzzi? A self-cleaning coven.
That wasn't horrible.
If you think that they were doing it orally. Why was the vampire in a bad mood? He was drinking too much B negative. Do you know what grows when you plant a pumpkin spice latte and water it with margaritas? A sorority house will grow there. Left. I am here for a few more moments. I'm so sorry the battery died. There's something wrong with the charging block. What a basic mistake. It's not what I tried to do. I tried to do so much better. But then, you know, sometimes things just happen. So you have been watching Cocktail Hour with Rick. Please try us again on our usual time, Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Soon we will be going backwards 1 hour. And that means that it will be darker earlier. But the Cocktail Hour with Rick will still be at 8 p.m. on Friday. Oh, that's makeup, it's called. Yes, there's some of my goof coming out of my mouth. Yes, it's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a ghoul. It's been a hard day's night. I'm losing the battery and my show, but I can't get now to you. I hope I'll get you next week. I'm never gonna go away. Oh. I'm such a funny homo. Not really. They won't even accept me. Me, yeah. I'm just a rolling stone. Just like ghosts having sex, they're boning. Yeah, that's what I had. I did have a little story for you all. Unfortunately, I will not be reading it, I guess. But it was a story with a happy ending. I'll save it for another time. We always can use a little good story to help us feel warm and bubbly inside. The melting process has gone pretty deeply. And as you can see, the result is the messed up blotches all over my face. And my hair is certainly electrifying still. Yes, it is. Thank you, Valerie Brumblow. Thank you all who are here and all those who were on the show earlier. We enjoyed your company. I did get a little slimy. I was having a vampirus go down on me. she said that she was sorry about all the ghouls rule.
You sound horrible.
What's real and what's fake? I look a little bit like Grandpa on the Addams Family. If I didn't have hair, I could be Uncle Festus. Thank you, Scottish Ray. So, I don't know if Dan Bell is going to be out playing tonight, but you never know. Check and see if he's posted a notice. I got really moist tonight, Shaylee. Yes, I did. So I hope you have a nice day. I'm glad to have helped you to start the Lord's Day in good form with the ghouls. And then the kids can go back to school. Do you go trick-or-treating on Monday in Australia? Or on Halloween? That is Monday on our calendar. I noticed that, Bourbon Cat, and does not make me feel good. Believe me. Not at all.
Noticed what?
That I'm starting to look like Steve Bannon a little.
Oh, God.
And this maybe Phil Spector a little bit as well. Well, I think we did good today, in spite of the little hiccup at the very end. I hope that you guys had fun. That's all that I wanted. So, cheers to you all until next Friday for the cocktail hour. But if you would like to watch us sweat in the heat on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, reverse trick-or-treating with Rick, Darlene, Mom, and Bo, and we'll have to see if anybody else calls to join into the fun. Handing out candies or fruit to the people of the park to bring a little smile to their faces. I'm glad it's been real. It's been real to me too. So I will open up a stream early for you on Monday afternoon. So I guess truly the next time to see me is Monday at 3. Goodbye, everybody. And peace.